Happy Friday, everybody. Don't normally get to say that. I don't think I've ever been able to say that with you.
No.
Maybe back in the day when we were doing daily streams.
Oh,
When the whole,
early COVID time.
Yeah. So, welcome. We have a pretty special stream planned. Thank you, everybody, for being here. As you guys come in, if you don't mind, hit a thumbs up to show that you enjoyed this stream. My name is Dan. This is the Mayor.
Hey guys.
Mayor, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Rainy evening here in Michigan, but we're lucky to be here, having a great time. Excited for tonight.
Yes. So we do have something special. We are not releasing any new. Everyone's been like, "What is it? What's going on?" We're not releasing any new products. We don't have The Rock, Dwayne Johnson on the stream. None of those guesses. But we will be featuring Artius Man and something pretty cool once we kind of get the numbers in here. And we'll be bringing in one of the co-owners of Artius Man in a second. But we want to welcome everybody in the chat. Again, guys, if you could hit a thumbs up, please say hello to everybody. While we're checking in right now, whatever you're comfortable with, everybody. I don't think we even checked on Wednesday. Let us know where you're from. We have people from probably all over the world today.
I saw Montreal. That's pretty cool.
Ooh, okay, all right. Ever been to Montreal?
No.
No, me either.
I would like to see it though.
Yeah.
You know, it's not far enough away that there's no reason I shouldn't get there at some point.
Yes, absolutely. So, big stuff, awesome conversations ahead, and I would like to start it off. We are going to be bringing in Jeff, who is one of the co-owners and big bosses, big boys of Artius Man. So let's bring him in, everybody. Welcome Jeff in. Give a little applause here. Hey, Jeff, how
What's
you
up,
doing?
guys? How are you?
Awesome. So where are you at right now? Give us. I love the backdrop. I love the work. Is this the Artius?
Yeah,
Artius lab.
This is the lab. This is the room we pack all the orders in. So, got the computer here that I'm normally printing out orders from. Just doing the live stream from here tonight. So,
Okay.
In rainy Sunbury, Ohio. So, shout out to Sunbury, Ohio.
Awesome. And so, yeah, checking in. We are from the Flint area of Michigan, if anybody's familiar. And then they're from Sandbury.
Sunbury.
It's Sunbury.
It's about 20 minutes north of Columbus. So if you know where Columbus is at, we're not far from there. So
okay, all right. And everybody in the chat, we are going to have a chance for you guys to be able to ask Jeff some questions or have some topics for us to discuss. We're just going to be kind of free flowing with some conversation and have everything going here. I do want to say real quick, and I'll mention it again later, but tomorrow, 5 p.m., I'm going to be on Brian Barczyk's live podcast. His podcast channel is called Checking In. I will link it on Instagram. I'll link it on Facebook. Message me if you guys need a link. But I want the beard community to show out strong. I think it'll be his biggest podcast ever. So we got to go in and show that support, show the positivity, because a lot of people don't know this community exists. And if we can bring that to a really big market and audience and platform, somebody that's going to be watching knows an uncle, a brother, a dad, a husband that has a beard, so we can hopefully bring some more people in. So awesome. Mayor?
I was just going to say that's kind of what we do, in fact, is when they find the community. Our show on Wednesday nights is Beard Advice Live. When they find out the community, they're more often than not dialed in, and they learn about these great small batch products. And then Dan and I just kind of share our techniques, what we know. He knows a lot more than me, but I've been listening. I've been listening for a couple of years now, and some of it sticks, you know. So we have a great time, and if you ever know anybody that's got the big beard, maybe they open up and say, I don't know how to do this or whatever. You could always just say, hey, there's a whole community. We have a Facebook group. We have the live streams. There are so many ways to level up that beard.
Yeah, absolutely. So Jeff, Artius Man, give us a quick background. How'd you guys get started? How long has it been going? Anything that you want to share about kind of the foundation of the company and getting started?
yeah, well, first things first, I did pick up a Cobra tonight.
Nice.
So I felt like I had to fit in. So I'm not normally a pop drinker, but tonight I make an exception. So
all right.
So cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yes.
Treat yourself.
So Artius Man. So where did we come from? Basically back in 2016, 2015, a good friend of mine that I grew up with, we actually worked together at a little grocery store. When we were in high school, we lost we lost connection with each other for about 10 years, but fantasy football kind of brought us back together.
cool.
We were both playing in a league, and I was traveling a lot at the time with work, and he said, "Do you like what you're doing?" I said, "Yeah, but maybe we can figure out something that could alleviate some of the travel down the road." So we had ideas of being fantasy football experts. We were selling stuff on Amazon. We were kind of just feeling things out. We were doing early Fulfilled by Amazon stuff. We created a company called Culinary Pro Collection, and we sold battery powered pepper grinders and a few different things, just sending stuff to Amazon and having them sell and ship through there. But we realized, number one, when you buy one battery powered pepper grinder, you don't really need another one. So we got to thinking, well, what can we do that we could, number one, create a product that somebody will rebuy. Number two, something that's easy to ship. And number three, something that we could actually create and not just buy stuff from China and send it to Amazon. So we wanted to create it in-house, create our own site, and basically have control of everything. When you do Fulfilled by Amazon, they can shut you down without even asking any questions. So we got to talking, and we didn't have beards at the time. And we actually, Artius was actually early on, it was shampoo, conditioner. We had one beard product, and it was an unscented beard oil. And it was still the same formula, the thick oil that we have today. But we realized the market. So back then, we bought test products from Beard Brand, and there were a couple others. I mean, there's other companies that obviously have been around a long time. It's not like it is today where there's just a lot of options. But we bought a few products, and we thought, oh, this is probably something we could do along with the body products. So Artius means complete. So we basically want anything a man needs to take care of himself. We want to offer that on our site. So we dove into the beard industry. We grew beards, and then we came out with five cents initially, just in oil, and it kind of grew from there. So we decided early on we were going to come up with scents with essential oil. We were trying to keep our products as natural as possible, not fully organic, but without all the stuff you hear about that you don't want in your products. We were trying to go that route, so we stuck to essential oils, and yeah, we just grew from there. So
that's awesome. So Artius Man is complete man, just being able to care for the complete groomed man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, basically, it keeps it open to really. I mean, we have a lot of things down the road that we want to bring out, and they fall under that category. So it's
awesome.
We felt like that name was fitting. So
okay, all right. And then so one of the things, and I'll answer the first part of this. Says that Artius and Fable have Castor both as the top. What makes Artius thicker than Fable? Probably just the percentage of Castor. So when things are labeled, I don't think people realize, even if it's like an even label, right? If it's an equal percentage, you can list them all equally. But one of the things that I think is pretty cool is, and kind of our backstory is, the Artius oil was always too thick for me. Never was within my preference with the big beard, dense beard, But I was always proud that we were still both ways very respectful, very, very like supportive of each other. When I had not used the oil or liked the oil, I never once bashed the company. I always said how professional it was. And then the cool thing was we worked together on this project to create Invigoration, which is a thin oil, much thinner. It's almost the opposite end of the spectrum as your thick oil. And I thought that was such a cool addition to your lineup to be able to be like, hey, we know we have this core base that loves our oil, loves our thick oil, but we're not going to completely scrap it. We're just going to have this new line with a pretty like even scent that most people are going to enjoy. I don't think there's too many people that are like, freshness. Who wants that? So
and we don't want to hang out those people if they do say that.
Right. And so I have nothing but appreciation with how you guys approached that and how we went about this process. It was such a fun process, from the carrier blend to the scent to the release, and then seeing like the name from the chalkboard on there. It was just such a really cool thing.
Yeah, it was great. And quite honestly, it's my go-to scent. I mean, I use it in the shower. I use it, the oil, the butter. It's a great scent. So good job on that, putting that
Yeah,
together.
thank you. That's you guys. I just put a couple pieces out there, and then you guys took it.
Yeah, no,
So,
it's been a really good seller too. So we've
Good.
had people come to us and say, okay, we really love that carrier blend. Now can you do it in your other 20 oils?
Right.
And we tell them no, sorry.
It's a logistics nightmare,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And so I got a question for the mayor, for you, and then everybody in the chat. My answer is pretty simple. My favorite scent from Artius Man is Invigoration. And it's not just saying that. Winter's Chill is probably a second, right? Being a similar family. But my favorite scent is Invigoration. Everybody out there, I'll start with the mayor, then kick it to you, Jeff. What is your favorite Artius Man scent?
I'm going to go with Autumn Spice. Nudging this out, Invigoration out just barely.
Yeah, well, we gotta have like
a little
option. Yeah, a little polarity
I just
here.
love that. That's a great, great, get you in the mood for fall kind of scent.
Okay, Jeff?
So I think 3-Wood or Restoration are my two favorites. Those came along late. We just created those. Well, shoot, it's been probably 2 years ago now, but yeah, those are my favorite. They're a little more complex. They got a little bit more going on to them, or going on in the scent profile. So, but 3-Wood, I think I'd put up top.
Cool. And guys, I'm going to set the time at 9:15. We're going to drop our special. I don't think it's ever been done or anything like it. So hold on if you guys are waiting. If you're coming in right now and you're like, wait, there's nothing special here. It's just some dudes talking. We do have something pretty cool, something big dropping. But so about 3 minutes, we're going to make that big announcement. But I would say, yeah, Restoration is one that I hear about all the time. All the time, people bring that up. And then, man, what's the scent profile in Restoration?
That has tonka. It does have oud wood. It's got, I'm trying to think it's been a while since I've actually made that one, but it's tonka heavy. And it's got balsam fir, vetiver, I believe, is in there. So,
and which one am I blanking on that? Go back 2 years ago. It was easily your biggest for a long time, and for me, it smells like black licorice.
Oh, that's the one Scuba loved. It's Midnight Ride.
Midnight Ride.
Yeah, that's got cinnamon, clove, and anise.
Yes, I was not a fan because I don't like clove. I don't like cinnamon.
I don't like that one at all. So
yeah, he loved that one. He pushed it pretty good, and people were always talking about that. So that's awesome. Midnight Ride. Yeah, so I did see a couple people out there that have that one. So okay, interesting. And then for yours, if you could only keep one carrier, the thin or the thick, which one would you roll with?
For me,
yes,
I'd say the thick. I mean, I do love the thin, but I say the thick because we have so many people that want to buy the thick stuff. So.
And I do think it really lends itself to especially
I've got some red
beards.
The red. I hear a lot of guys with red beards tend to like it. So
red, silver, white.
Yeah.
Those gray beards love those thicker oils. Absolutely. Yeah, big time. What about you? You prefer the thin or the thicker?
I get to try a lot of varieties of companies, so I would say I like the thick with Artius because I think it's the heavier caster is kind of the rare bird anymore in the beard game. So I like having it. There's a certain time when it's super dry out or whatever that I like that extra thickness.
Cool.
Well, I think the nice thing about it too is it just doesn't take very much. So a bottle of oil will last you a long time, especially with I just trimmed my beard this week, but typically it's not too much longer than this. I just prefer shorter. And so I'm using very little oil.
Okay. And I do think the thicker oil lends itself with our dry winters that are coming up here pretty soon. Yeah. I switched to a little bit thicker as we get into the winter. So, all right, we're going to lead into this. And guys, we're not going anywhere after this. We're going to be hanging out. We got some questions for Jeff. I think Jeff has some questions or topics for us, and we'll be hitting you guys in the chat. I know you guys are probably holding on to a bunch of them. So, Jeff, I'm going to kick it to you, kind of set it up, build it up here with what you were thinking and then what we have. And then as soon as you kind of announce it, I'll show a little presentation to give the details.
Yeah, so basically I approached these guys a couple weeks ago or maybe a month ago, and I said, hey, if you have some time, I'd love to do something big on your show. And I'd love to make it all about the collaboration oil that Dan helped create. So we wanted to go big, and so I said, well, let's give away some free oil, like no strings attached. Just anybody that's in here, you can go get a free bottle, full size bottle, not even the sample size, but a full size bottle of Invigoration. You have to pay shipping at the end, but it's not limited to 50 bottles. It's not limited to 100 bottles. We're actually giving away $4,000 worth of Invigoration oil tonight. So that is about 222 bottles that are available right now for anybody in here. So that sale will go through the end of this stream. It actually goes a little bit after, but when they're gone, they're gone. So we just wanted to, we love what you guys do, and we wanted to kind of give something back for all your subscribers, because the content that you guys put out and the amount of time and effort that you put into this is substantial. So
Thank you.
But in the same breath, without guys like you, it would be hard for us to grow our company. So just a way to give back to, and also give your subscribers that may not have had a chance to try Artius, perfect time. You don't have to buy anything else. If you want to throw something else in your cart, feel free. But you put in the code INVIG, it'll take $17.95 off your bill, and you'll owe shipping. So
that's amazing. So just to kind of recap, then we'll get some reactions from the mayor here. Artius Man, free bottle of full-size bottle of Invigoration. You just have to pay shipping. It's automatically calculated based on where they're at, right, Jeff?
Yeah, I think it's $4.95 to $5.95, but we will ship international with this deal too. So, but it'll calculate that as well. So if it's Canada, I think it's like $20. So
perfect.
There's really no limit on where you are. It'll calculate your shipping, and we'll send you a free oil.
Yeah. So, and to be clear here, that shipping, Artius makes nothing on it. It literally calculates it. Sam has our Etsy shop. Our shipping is automatically calculated as well. So we don't make a penny, and Artius Man is losing money on this. I am not making anything. This is not affiliate sales. This is just simply a freaking amazing way to kind of give back. And that's it, guys. Simply pay for that. $5, $6 for shipping. You're going to get a full size bottle of Invigoration. And yeah, you are 100% good to go here. And $4,000 worth ready to give away. You can see the pictures there where they have it. And I don't know if I've ever seen, I don't think this has ever happened for a full-size bottle.
I knew about this for about a month, and I still got goosebumps. And I'm watching the chat, and it's like it's hitting everybody, and it hit just like it hit me. It's such. First of all, thank you for not only this, but your support of our endeavors and all that. It means a lot having a good company with a player in the game that just backs us like that, and I really appreciate it. And what a cool thing to be a part of.
Yeah, I mean, anytime we can come on a channel that has over 5 million, I think, views of your videos, I mean, that's big for us too. So I was doing a little research, and July 7th, 2018, I think, first video.
Yep.
And I was joking with them earlier. It took me 2 or 3 minutes to scroll to that first video because of the amount of content that these two have put out over the last 3 years. So it's pretty impressive to get in three a week. I mean, if I could get in one a week with Artius, I can't imagine how much that would help our company to grow, just finding the time to do it, right? But to Monday, Wednesday, and then the off video during the week, it's impressive. So I really think you guys are doing it right. I know I've told you that a bunch of times. Not like you need to tell me to tell you that, but we're impressed. So anyway, we just wanted to get the scent in people's hands, and I know there are a lot of people out there that haven't tried us, and what better way than a free bottle of oil? So
yeah, absolutely. And so to be clear here, guys, if the code is INVIG, and so if you put in this order, that's the only code you can use. So if you want to use that, go right ahead on that free shipping. And then the special discount code, maybe towards the end. Stay tuned. We might have something to announce here, J. Cruz. But the INVIG is the only one you can use when you're ordering this specific one. So if you want to stock up, you can add it to that, or you can have it on a separate order. Would probably be a way to go about it. But yeah, that's it, guys. And do you want to, Jeff? Do you want to touch on the samples real quick as well? Because I don't know if everybody in here knows your guys' sample process or procedures there.
Yeah, as far as the free samples that we give away. Yeah, so that's actually so when we got started, obviously building a brand, it's a lot easier than it was 20 years ago with the power of the internet and influencers like yourself, but you still, I mean, it's still a process to get your name out there. So we thought, what better way to do it than to just give away samples to people? And it's kind of funny. I wish I had a picture of our original sample. It was this little test tube looking thing, and I printed off a label on the computer. It said Citrus Fire on it. And at that point, I was like, this looks great. And now I look at it and I'm like, that looks like trash. So, but we would ship them to whoever would take them, and that's how we grew the brand, and we never wanted to go away from giving out free samples. So for $5, I think it is, I'm not sure what I think it's $5. Excuse me, it's $5 a sample, but you put in the code sample and it takes off $10, and so it is free. You can try any of our scents. I'm actually not sure if we have invigoration up there. We might not have that on there. That's something we should probably look at doing, but
cool.
I know we've given away free samples of invigoration sometimes during some of the discounts that we do.
Yeah,
we'll toss in a bottle. But yeah, if you have friends that have never tried us, I mean, the code is good. We'd like it to be one per household, but yeah, it's a great way to just, especially if you want to dive into the thick oil and the essential oil scents. We have 20 to choose from, so it's a great way. I was actually doing some research, and our number one product actually are the 5. We also sell 5-packs of sample bottles, and that is over the last 5 years. That it's up here as far as the amount we sold. So
cool, awesome. And then I kind of prompted this question beforehand because I knew it was going to be coming. I saw Jason asked it, a couple other guys, and Bruce asked it here. All right, merch. These hats, what's the status? What they are? We've had several people. We knew it was coming.
Yeah. I am actually working on a Branded Bills order here real soon. So we use Branded Bills just like a lot of people. Yep. Their company is growing like crazy. They have flannels and all kinds of stuff now, actually. But they're a little backed up. I was just checking yesterday. So, but we just kind of dropped the ball. A lot of times we got these in and we just gave them away. So, because it's just a great product to give to people. And so we're going to bring them back in, and we've had requests for beanies. We're looking at that as well. So yeah, but we have none. I mean, I actually went to get one for myself to wear the other day because mine are getting a little dirty, and I was kind of bummed that we just don't have any. So yeah, we'll be ordering them soon. Okay, hopefully before Christmas.
Awesome. And we got a order in from Canada, so it seems like the international stuff is working. And just a couple quick recaps on this, guys. The shipping is automatic. There is no money made on shipping. Artius is giving away $4,000 worth of product for free. This is not an affiliate tactic or a sales tactic. I'm not getting like some under the table like bonus. This is just simply what we thought was going to be a really cool, really special stream, just to say thank you guys for all the support lately. We're going into No Shave November. I think things are going to be bigger than ever. Come Monday is November, which is crazy. So just wanted to do something that you guys would remember, give back to you guys. For me, I think that would be cool to grab a full-size bottle from a quality company, a really cool collab for $5. I mean, that's pretty amazing to think about that out the door. Awesome. Bear, any thoughts, additions on
I
here?
just think that's what you do when you're proud of your product. You're getting it in their hands. They get to take a look at it, and you know they're gonna like it. It's like when we can recommend something or that we know is going to build our credibility. Well, putting these in people's hands and getting to try them is amazing, and it's a big gesture. It's not easy, but it also gives you a taste of what they're doing over at Artius Man, and I think that's like I'm just kind of thinking about the levels of this, and it's brilliant.
Yeah,
and amazing and generous too.
Yeah, I just checked my email. Actually, I need to mute that because it's going off like crazy.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Keep it going.
But yeah, it looks like we've 100 bottles out the door already. So
wow, awesome. And it was
we got about 100 left. So get in, tell a friend, have them join the stream, have them follow Dan C. I mean, that's important too. So reach out to everybody. There's about 100 bottles left. So
Awesome. And yeah, if there's anybody out there that's watching right now that's not subscribed, if you're not able to comment because you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. I love bringing out beard content to help your beard look good, smell good, feel good, all that stuff. We have some pretty cool live streams we do every week, every Monday, Wednesday, that brings the community together. So if you guys are able to do that, I appreciate it. And we've got probably close to 75 people that have not decided to hit the thumbs up or down yet. Usually if you're on your phone, you forget because it doesn't show you the thumbs up or down. Just hit the X in the live chat screen, hit the thumbs up, and then hit live chat to come back in. This stream's gonna stay up. I think it's gonna be kind of going down as one of the cooler streams we've ever had. So that does really help out, helps out the channel, helps out Artius Man, and again, is just greatly appreciated. And a lot of people have been saying, I want to try them. I'm so pumped, so excited to try it. And for me, it's one of my most proud collabs because I felt very honored to be involved in the process, from the carriers to the scents to the name. Artius was just so welcoming, so just amazing with working with them, and that's not always the case. So I want to say thank you guys for that. And I think from my end, it's going to be cool to see 100, 200 people try this for the first time and experience it.
Germany.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we actually use the meadowfoam seed oil in our butter now, and it's replaced the we took out grapeseed oil of both the butter and the balm, and we switched to meadowfoam seed oil. So I mean, all the credit to you on that one. Actually, you know, it was kind of funny. We had at least 2 or 3 people reach out to us and said, I see you have grapeseed oil in your product. Dancy told me not to use grapeseed oil. And we're like, it's okay. It's fresh. Like, yes, it doesn't have a good, but, and so it was actually kind of fun to reply back to them and say, hey, we took out the grapeseed oil. So
nice. And to be clear, grapeseed oil can be a perfectly fine ingredient, but also to be clear, it can also be not a perfectly fine ingredient, just like anything else, depending on your supplier and your source. There's pros and cons to it, even at the best level. But yeah, you know, people hear something and they take 10% of it and run with it. So yes. And there's no link. We can walk through this real quickly here. I saw a couple people that said they couldn't find it, so I'm gonna bring up and we'll go right through the process, and it's also kind of cool because we'll be able to show off your website here,
which is really nice.
It's clean. It's very clean. All right, so we're on the Artius website. We can even flex this. Nah, I don't like that one as much. we'll go here in the Artius website. So when we're going down, I'll throw this link in the chat for everybody. Boom. Okay. And then, so when we're going here, we are going to beard, of course. Are we going to collaborations, Jeff?
Yeah, you can do that if you want. That's fine.
Okay.
It's under oil or collaborations.
All right. And so then here it is right here, you guys, that invigoration oil. You would just add this to your cart, and then you would put the code INVIG at checkout, and it will subtract the cost. And then you guys, it'll calculate shipping, and that's it. Simple, easy peasy as it gets there.
We are down to 74. So
74 left?
From 222 down to 74.
Awesome. So again, guys, and it's going to be good until supplies are gone, which is looking like it's probably going to be likely. I think it's just so cool. Just so cool. Do I put INVIG at checkout? Yep, that's exactly it. Just INVIG, all caps, and it should subtract it to go down right away. Awesome. Yeah,
I think it'll ask you for your address. Shopify wants you to log in first, basically.
True.
And then there'll be a spot where you can
at the very end.
Yeah.
Yep. But it's pretty clear to see. And if you have an iPhone, at least with me, the Shopify sends you like a code to verify, but the iPhone, it autofills it, which is really nice.
I gotta say how nice it is to have something like this that's so straightforward. Like, you know, it is well thought out, and I think everybody in the chat appreciates that, and it kind of makes it that special. You know, it's a gift, and it makes it feel that way.
Yeah. I can't wait to ship them out. These are gonna ship out. Most of them, we'll probably have them out the door by Monday, Tuesday at the latest. So, most of you guys will receive these by next week. So
cool. So cool. And And yes, if you guys are considering, if you try this company, you love it, you come back, I do have affiliate links. I do have affiliate codes with Artius Man. So of course it would be appreciated if you guys were looking to use those, save some money, support the platform. And people have brought up like affiliate links and stuff and companies, and my response to that always is this is symbiotic, right? It's a three-way positive win. If Artius Man wouldn't offer that discount if they didn't think it was great and beneficial. People saving money is great and beneficial. Giving a little bit of motivation to try a company, continue to support a company, and then also just continue to pump out content on this channel. So I always want to make sure I talk about that, because people are like, well, why would you? It's like, guys, Artius wouldn't be giving this out. I've never been like, hey, Artius, give me a code or I'm talking trash.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, obviously, what you guys do is beneficial to us. I mean, that's how we grew. That's how we grew Artius. We started out with Scuba early on, and had some other great affiliates along the way, and currently. But yeah. So, and then obviously formed a good relationship. I remember early on, I don't know if you reviewed our products or maybe just talked about them. I was like, man, I love the stuff he's putting out, but he doesn't like our stuff. And so it was hard. I was like, I gotta figure out a way to establish a relationship with this guy. So, but like you said, I mean, mutual respect on each side. And I mean, it's got to give your subscribers a sense of trust, because I mean, you're just being honest, so if there's something that you don't like, then okay, that's fine. It's not for everybody. So,
and you guys,
and I think that's important. So
yeah, and the credit back to you guys. You guys handled it so well. I've had every spectrum range you could imagine from when I don't like a product. I always take pride in being professional, and I don't have to like cuss a company out because I don't like their stuff. But I've been sued. Most of the time I'm just ghosted. I do a review and then it's not great.
Right.
They just don't ever talk to me again, which is fine. I respect that. And then for you guys to like approach like, well, what can we do? And that was so cool to see that. And man, yeah, it's just an absolutely amazing experience. And to be clear, everybody, I've seen one or two people said the code doesn't work. We know it's working because it's going through like hotcakes. So you want to make sure it has to be the invigoration oil you want to add to your cart, and then use that code all caps INVIG at checkout, and it should be good to go.
Yeah, we're down to 47 now, so I think it's going through.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure it's the oil, not the butter or another.
Yeah.
And
Yep,
then the beard wash too. If you guys haven't tried that, the subscribers haven't tried that. That's a great. I actually use it in the morning as a body wash. It lathers up really well, but it can be a great body wash. It's just a pleasant scent in the morning, kind of a wake you up scent. So
a little bit goes a long way with that stuff too.
Yeah, that stuff's very concentrated. So
yeah. Nick, no, I can't do that because I would have to put in my information. You guys, you go through the process of checkout, and at the end of the checkout process, there's a bar that says enter discount code here. And Nick, I know you probably usually ask on behalf of other people, but no, for me to do that, I had to put in all my personal information, all that stuff. So I cannot share that, but we got it. All right. Bearded Veteran, if you reach out to Artius Man afterwards, I'm sure they will be more than happy to set it up and take care of you there. But yeah, when you were saying about that mutual respect and the way you guys handled it, me, same thing. It's 100%. You got to be honest. You got to be open the whole way. I have a company that actually reached out to me today that is new ownership. They took over a pretty large company, and they were like, hey, we're going to do a monthly scent. We want to connect with you to do like some reactions and stuff and work on a long-term basis. And I said, awesome. And they're like, can your wife be in? I'm like, of course. And then I said, but I do want to be clear. We have to be honest. Like if it's especially something like a monthly, I said, there's going to be some chances that your release with this monthly scent is going to be my wife not liking it or me not being my favorite. And I said, we always frame it from the lens of scent is preference, right? It completely, just like viscosity. We're always clear to do that, but we're going to be honest. We're not just going to describe it. If we don't like it, we don't like it. And their response was, that's very smart of you. That's why you're respected and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, I always make that super crystal clear to, number one, cover my butt, but number two, just not have any false expectations, because like you said, if you don't, I lose everything. And if
Right.
same on your guys' end, if you guys have a review where somebody's not loving your stuff, if you lose your cookies over it, you guys lose a lot of respect, and people see that. They notice how companies operate and function. So yeah, it's a beautiful balance when you have respect and professionalism. Caleb says here, you put the code in after you put your shipping address before you go to the payments. All right, there we go. All right, and then Zach says, go to the site, click beard oil, select invigoration, go to checkout, put info in, put invig as the discount code. Yep, you should be good. Okay. All right, says invig cannot be applied to my order though.
Is there something else in the cart or?
Yeah, usually the only time we see codes not working is if there's like a subscription service or if another code was already
But I know
entered.
he's been trying, like you said earlier, he's been trying so long. Well, I'm sure get it figured out.
What's his name? Let me just make a note.
Yeah, so it's Bearded Veteran. Bearded Veteran, if you want to put your name in the chat, let us know. If you don't feel comfortable, that's okay too. You can reach out.
Just hit us up on Instagram and we'll take care of it.
Cool. Awesome. All right, and keep us posted.
As
Jeff,
long as there's not like 400 people that say, "Hey, it didn't work."
Yeah. No, it once we run out, it's gonna be, it's gonna it's gonna be out. So how many do we have left?
We have. Let me pull it up. Looks like 30.
Okay. All right. So we'll leave this up for a tad more.
That's not gonna take long, guys.
No, that's pretty cool, and I love that picture up there at the top, man. That is awesome.
Yeah, my friend Pelage that works for us. I said I need all these bottles in a row on the table. So he spent, I don't know how long he spent trying to make those perfectly spaced apart, but
it hits. It does hit like that, so it's worth it.
Absolutely. And so, how many structure your business? Give us how's it work? 2 co-owners. Do you guys have some part-time employees, full-time employees? What do we got going on at Artius?
Yeah, so Mike and I obviously are full-time, and he takes care of kind of the web side of things and the customer service side of things. I take care of the production, creation, and then working with our employees here. So I mentioned my friend Pelage. I've known him for a long time. He's from Haiti. He came over, got placed with a family in Ohio when he was young, and I met him when he was like 13 or 14. We've been friends ever since. So he works for us pretty much full time, and he makes a lot of the product. So he's making a lot of the oil. He's making the wash, the conditioners, or mixing, I should say, on some of that stuff. And then we have a girl, Nicole. She works part-time. She packs everything. If you ordered from us in the past year, you probably received a thank you from Nicole card.
Yep.
So
Sharpie, right?
Yeah. So yeah, she's great. She's super efficient, and she's just been great to have working with us. And then we've got a kid. I call him a kid because he started here when he was 16, but he's actually he's halfway between us and you. He's up at Bowling Green.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he's at college right now, but when he comes home on the weekends, he still puts in some hours putting labels on bottles. We have a label machine here. We do a lot of stuff in-house. Some of the products that have water, we let other companies create those products, like our shampoos, not our beard shampoo as well, but just let them deal with getting the proper, I don't want to say preservatives, but we don't want to send out a moldy product. So we'll mix in the essential oils and the scent and that sort of thing, but we bottle it all here. So that's pretty much it. We have some other people we bring in from time to time when we need some help. So yeah, it's grown quite a bit. We're in a weird spot. Like I feel like it's a small company, but it's growing. I mean, it's just hard when you start at the beginning. It's kind of like I'm sure you feel with your channel, like you guys are pretty big, but it probably still feels a little bit small, I guess. I don't know. So
yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yep.
When you have your hands in everything for 6 years growing, I mean, it's kind of cool that you're seeing. I mean, I've mentioned to people here and there, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I know that product," or "Oh, actually." A friend of mine in Columbus said they went into a dental office the other day, and they had a barbershop candle burning in there. So,
cool.
Wow.
Well, that's sweet. So,
yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I know the feeling. You see it grow, and you're almost too close to it. It's like,
right.
Just you don't see it. Then if you step back, it's like, Yeah, you got to take a second to appreciate what it's become, and then also acknowledge your big goals down the road.
Right.
So got a couple quick things here that have popped up in the
See Jerry's
chat.
question about.
Yep.
So Jerry, just to answer that real quick, the only oil that is not the thicker castor is the invigoration itself, which is something Dan created alongside them. Other than that, everything else is what Artius is known for, that thick, good old oil.
Yep.
Yeah, the invigoration is sweet almond, argan, meadowfoam, and some fractionated coconut oil, and then the essential oil blend. So,
Awesome.
And it does have neroli in there, which is super expensive, but I just think it adds a nice little kind of note at the end. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of it because, like I said, it's super expensive. So a very small bottle of it costs us $1,000. So.
Oh yeah, it's wild, but it does give it a nice little kiss, and that'll actually leave my next thing. But Mark, they're in Ohio, and Vado says, do you get citrus notes on your collab or just peppermint? It's definitely a peppermint scent. It's definitely a mint scent, but there are some like mature and complex like layers to it. It's not just a Christmas candle. There's definitely those layers in there that I think make it fantastic.
Yeah, bergamot is the second ingredient in there after peppermint, and then tea tree, and then green mandarin, and then neroli. So yeah, I think you described it well. There is definitely some citrus, but it doesn't smell like a pine tree. So
yes, yep, exactly. And do you guys? I'm sure you're in some stores locally in Ohio. So do you have a retail store? And then if not, do you have locations where you guys are sold?
We actually aren't in any stores. We're in a few salons and barbershops here in town. They sell our products, which is actually pretty cool. I think it was about a year or two ago. They contacted me. They said, hey, we realize you're local too. We want to sell your stuff at our store. And one girl does mostly females, and the other girl does men's cuts, and she does full beards and everything. So I get to go there now, and it's kind of cool just sitting back in the chair and having somebody use Artius Man products on me, while like the shaving cream when she does my neck. And so yeah, no stores, but we are around in some shops. So
super cool. And so we probably only have a handful left, guys, of the Invig for the free oils. And then Austin asked, do you know how many invigoration butters? They should be, I would assume, fully stocked. This does not cover the butters, but if you wanted to order a butter, I would imagine that Artius has them available and ready to order.
Yeah, I'm checking looks like there's 9 left.
Wow. Okay, guys.
9.
So, and again, this is not a push. This is not a sales tactic. I'm not telling you to get this so you don't miss out. It's just, this is for you guys. This is a gift. It's literally a free bottle of beard oil. You're not paying for the bottle. You're just covering the shipping that it takes to get it to you. So I've never seen anything like this, especially $4,000 worth of product given away. So cool. So cool. All right.
Yeah, I think we started out. I talked with Mike and I said, "How about we give away 100 bottles of oil?" And then I was like, "Maybe we'll do 150." But then 4,000, like a dollar figure, popped into my head. I was like, "Oh, I don't think that's ever been done. Maybe we should just do that." So
no, I think it actually is working out perfectly, where it's not like we cut off and we got a bunch of upset people, but we're also not dragging it out to be like, "Hey, come and get this." I think it's like working out absolutely perfect. And I think OG fits. Roy, you have a comment that leads to a great topic, and he says, "I love thick oils, but we'll give invigoration a try." I recommend everybody to have different viscosities in their lineup. I think I know there's a huge benefit to kind of rotating those things, so you avoid what's called the plateau effect, which is essentially your body gets used to the same properties and benefits. When you reintroduce something else to it, it like recognizes those outside benefits and gives you like a little perk. It's not, people say with like body wash and deodorant, different things, my body gets used to it. And it's partially true. The product is actually still working exactly the same, still doing its job. But when you get something new, you're noticing some other properties that you didn't get from the other product. So mixing in some thick viscosity to coat and seal, then the next day let it breathe a little bit with a thin viscosity. I don't care what your beard is like. I think that will greatly help. And Bearded Veteran says, "Thank you guys for the help." Oh, awesome. So I hope you got it. I hope it's working out there.
Yeah, I'm not on Instagram right now, so I'm not sure.
Okay,
Maybe,
yeah,
maybe Mike
perfect.
picked it up. I don't know. So,
Cool. And how many left? Think
I
just a
think,
couple.
yeah, I think it's 2 maybe.
Okay. Once it hits finally, just let us know as we go through. And again, we've had a couple other questions come in to address it again, guys. The Invigoration collab is the only thin oil. All of their other oils are the thick ones. And yeah, I think there's 1 or 2 left. If you guys want to use that code, if you're racing to the the checkout here, hop on it. Jeff's gonna let us know once it sells out. Then we're gonna drop this screen, and we'll probably have some questions and some chat for a little bit.
Yeah, it is gone. Officially gone.
Oh, all right, guys, let's get a little bit of a applause out there. Jeff, thank you for that, man. That was super
Yeah,
cool.
that was fun. That was quick. I mean, what, 20 minutes maybe?
Yeah, yeah, almost.
25?
Yeah, about that once you started. Yep.
Yeah, that is pretty wild to think about how that just went.
And
So
impressive on the website for just like there was nobody that said they were getting bogged down. You
Right.
guys knew that's the pro effect.
Right.
I was
We-
actually kind of hoping it would crash just so I could say
And-
Dan C crashed our website.
And we've probably crashed 5 or so where we've had whole tech teams on the phone trying to get them back. So
Nice.
that was pretty cool. And I do this very well. I try not to like build things up. You don't hear me, and I make fun of other people that are in the chat right now that they know who they are, where they drop epic every time or big, huge, crazy night. I try not to ever do that. But I built this as saying like a special, never seen it done before. And I think hopefully people recognize that and see that it was true to that this was pretty amazing. Just gave away $4,000 worth of beard oil.
When they write the textbook of beard oil,
Yeah.
this will be a chapter, or at least
Yeah.
Then somebody raised the game a little bit.
For sure.
And I'm gonna wait to tell Nicole till Monday what we just did. So,
Oh boy.
She's gonna be busy.
yeah.
Do you guys have the label printer that when you clock in and it just spits them all out that are waiting?
No, I have to go in and I mean we use ShipStation, so I go
Okay.
in there and just I mean it's a couple clicks, but then the printer just runs. Yeah.
Yes. I want to see her face when she sees that go.
I might just print them out over the weekend, and when she comes in, it'll just be a big pile of packing slips on the floor. So
Nice. And so couple questions for you. I think the mayor has
Yeah.
one about your scents.
Oh, I was just gonna more so you kind of touched on it earlier when you kind of gave the background of Artius, but you do have a commitment to the essential oils, that natural, the real sense, and it does in some ways it makes you be a little more creative with how you blend things. What was the thought behind that idea of using essential oils?
yeah, so basically, when we created the company, we wanted to use essential oils because we started out with body wash and shampoo and conditioner and that sort of thing. We had the unscented oil, but we use essential oils in those products as well. So we wanted to use something that actually did something for your skin, potentially. We make no claims that essential oils are gonna, do anything special, but we just felt like they were a better option than using a fragrance oil. And we've never dissed fragrance oils. I mean, we use fragrance oils in our candles, and but that's it. So all the stuff that touches the skin, we just decided from day one we were going to go that route. And it has made it difficult because some guys want some pretty unique scents, and you just can't do it. I mean,
Right. Nature's nature.
Yeah. So, but we feel like it's just a better product to put on your skin is the bottom line. So,
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah. And there's definitely pros and cons to both sides of that. And like you just mentioned, there's definitely some challenges with the essential oils, but it's hard to argue against going all natural, going with stuff that is from nature. So that's awesome. And I'm going to open up the chat. I don't think we plan on staying too crazy long, get everybody out of here. But questions, if you guys have some questions that come up, we're not going to be able to highlight all of them. But if you have something for Jeff, for Artius Man, let us know.
One more from me real quick. You're in Columbus. Tomorrow there's a big game up here in Michigan. I'm guessing I know who you're rooting for, but I want to just put it out there. What's your feeling on the Michigan State game?
Okay, so before I give my feeling, I actually have a funny story to tell. So
Oh, okay.
about a month and a half ago, I woke up and I just kind of checking emails. I'm still laying in bed, checking emails on my phone, and Ticketmaster was like, "Hey, Ohio State Michigan tickets still available." And I said, "You know what? I've been to a bunch of Ohio State games, but I've never been to the game, right? Either down here or up there." So my brother's birthday was in September. He's a Michigan fan. I don't understand it, but he is. And I mean, he actually he's been up to Michigan this year to see games. I mean, he backs it up. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna buy tickets to the game. And I was like, they're playing at the Horseshoe. This is gonna be great. I'm gonna take my son and my brother, and it's gonna be awesome. So I buy tickets. Fast forward 2 weeks. I'm at a fantasy football draft or something like that. And the guy goes, "Oh yeah, Ohio State, Michigan up at the big house this year." And I go, "I'm pretty sure it's in Columbus because I bought 3 tickets." And he goes, "No, not until next year." So I pull out my phone and I silently just kind of fade into the background when I realize I bought Ohio State, Michigan State tickets. So total
Oh.
buzzkill. I go, "Well, Greg, we both hate that team, so maybe you can still come to the game with me." But I was super pumped, and then I realized, like, because it was early in the morning, I was like, "Yeah, I'll take 3 tickets." Click, and so I'll be going to the Ohio State Michigan State game now. So
Okay. All right. Well, who you got this weekend?
I mean, I root for Michigan anytime they're not playing Ohio State. I always
Okay.
love seeing that end of the year battle.
Yep.
I mean, it hasn't been much of a battle the last few years, but
Okay.
yeah, we'll see. So, and there's talk. So Plej is a huge the guy that works for us. He's a huge Ohio State fan, and he wants to go up to Michigan and catch that game. So I might end up in Ann Arbor this year. So we'll see.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Awesome.
We got to get past Penn State first, though. So
Yeah, they're Big Ten's tough, man. Real tough
Yeah.
this year. So awesome. And Zach says, how many times, if we're talking about rotating, how often should I rotate? Hey Zach, and there's no right or wrong answer to that. Whatever you feel works. I don't like to go like 3 days in a row with the same one, even when I'm reviewing. My beard just doesn't like using that same product. So for me, I would say maybe try every couple of days, switch it up, go from there. Couple other things. Does your campfire scent actually smell like a campfire?
I think so.
yeah, it smells. I'm not a huge fan, honestly, but it
Me
smells
either.
like charred wood. Think of campfire like the next morning, and you pick up a piece of wood that's half burnt, and you just inhale that. So it's not my favorite, but we had a lot of guys that wanted that pine tar soap smell, and we actually use a birch tar essential oil to get that scent. And a lot of guys love it. I wanted to get rid of it a couple years ago and replace it with something, but we got a lot of backlash on that. So
Yeah, some
we
people
kept it
love
around.
that stuff.
But
Awesome.
when I see a first order come in and they go all out and they order everything campfire, I feel nervous for that person. So
Yeah,
Interesting
right.
perspective.
For sure. Any new scents coming for the hair wash and conditioner?
no, not right now. So we have citrus cedar, which is E4. E4 is our E4 and citrus cedar are the same scent. So E4 was there was a whole list of scents that we created at the very beginning, and we labeled them with letters and numbers. And the one that won was E4. So it was always citrus cedar on our body products, and then we created the beard oil because people wanted the beard oil to match. So, but 2 years ago, I think we created tea tree mint, and that's my personal favorite. Actually, that's
Yeah.
my wife's favorite too. Our whole family uses it, and
Love that.
a lot of women actually use it. So that I know. So it's good for a guy, good for a girl, and I think we're gonna hold it at that, just because we're really trying hard not to be like Bath and Body Works with 47 different SKUs for each scent and all that. But
Right.
we are coming out with soap. We're bringing back bar soap. So
Okay.
I was
all
actually
right.
just working with somebody today on getting that order put together. So we used to
Good.
have it in a couple different scents a long time ago. We started out with it, and then it wasn't a big seller, but we're going to bring it back now using our own scents, and it'll be citrus cedar or tea tree mint to match the rest of the body line. So
Cool.
I imagine we'll have that in the next couple months. So
Awesome. And as a kind of recap, we had some people coming in, dropping some questions, asking what is the invigoration scent profile. It is a truly, it's invigorating. It's a mint, refreshing. There's some citrus layers in there. It's amazing. And if you're just coming in, you did just miss it, but we did a giveaway, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, of $4,000 worth, 222 bottles of invigoration, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So it has passed. It is gone. We did try to put out the word that you had to be here, had to be ready. So wanted to let everybody know. Pretty cool. Who knows what we'll do in the future, but yeah. And then here's a big question for you. Brad says, and a couple people have asked something similar to this. So how'd you go about getting business started? Once you get your products down, how do you go about advertising? Just what was kind of your process, your thought as you got going, learning along the way? Was it tons of research beforehand or what?
Yeah, it was research. We really, so a lot with the body products that we started with, we were having those made and then we would mix in essential oils with those. So we were able to kind of pick the brains of the people that were making the product for us and the distributors where we bought the essential oils. They're all in the US. All of our products are actually made here. Now, some essential oils obviously come from all over the world, but we work with people here, a lot of people in California. And so we really just went to them for knowledge and information. And so once we got our base products out, then we went to the internet. And Mike is really good at he kind of has a background in just teaching people how to, he knew about affiliates. He used to actually teach people how to be better affiliates online. This is 15 years ago, 10, 15 years ago. He would run classes to teach people about affiliate marketing and that sort of thing. So he had a background in that. So we used that to go out, and we contacted tons of people. So the Bearded Villains is a group kind of all over the country, I think. And
Yeah,
there was a chapter in North
World.
Carolina and in Tennessee, and they reached out to us, and we actually made patches for them. And anyway, we would give them samples, and they would send us more people, and we'd give them samples. And then I think hooking up with Scuba was a big thing because he was still kind of early on when we hooked up with him. I want to say he had, I don't know, 15,000, 10,000 subscribers at that point, maybe a little bit more, but not that much more. And he grew really quickly, but he did push our products. I mean, we've been affiliate with him for a really long time. So really, I think just establishing relationships with, even if it's not a beard product, I mean, with any product, just the power of YouTube and affiliate marketing and just establishing relationships with people in the field that you want to sell in is huge. So
awesome.
that's why, I mean, that's why, again, what you guys do, I mean, it means a lot to us. And we have a lot of really close relationships with affiliates out there. And so, yeah, it's been great. So
Cool. And then I don't know if you know the answer to this, but the history of your company, what's the #1 selling scent?
yeah, so I actually just researched this yesterday, and because I wanted to see where Invigoration fell. But I did the full 6 years of selling, and Mountain Air and Citrus Fire are the top two.
Okay.
Which it's probably because we had unscented, and then we came out with 5 scents, and it was Mountain Air, Citrus Fire, Classic Gent, Citrus Spice, and there was another one. I can't remember what it was, but so they've been around the longest, so naturally they're gonna have more sales. But honestly, the first couple of years, I mean, sales were limited. It was giving product away.
Right. Since it's dropped, Invigoration's got to be up there, though.
If I ran the numbers for the last 6 months or so, I mean, paint a different story. So,
and this is an interesting one. I've never seen this topic before. I'm gonna phrase it to you, but essentially, it says he's found certain beard oils naturally deter bed bugs. My question: have you guys ever researched deterring bed bugs, Jeff?
The only research I have on that is I wake up every morning and I don't think there are bed bugs in my personal bed.
Hey,
so
confirmed here as well. I wear Artius Man, no bed bugs here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put that on the label.
Yeah, anecdotal evidence, but it'll work as it goes through. No doubt about it. Mayor, as I'm scrolling through here, you got any other questions or topics?
I got a great unit on bed bugs, but it's more about natural selection than anything else. That's my other job. I don't have nothing except just to extend You've said it about 3 or 4 times how much you appreciate us. Well, without companies like Artius Man, we wouldn't be here. Straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like you said, the affiliate thing. It benefits 3 people. It really benefits 3 groups. So, so yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And then my buddy Brian has a good question here, and I actually gotta give him a hard time. It's not that good of a question, but I wanted to highlight. I like him, so I had to highlight it here. What was the inspiration behind Midnight Ride?
We created that so long ago. I think Mike created that one early on, and he wanted a black licorice smell. So we went with that and added some cinnamon. So that one you have to be careful with, because if you have sensitive skin, that's cinnamon. Yeah.
And that is one of the downfalls with essential oils is there's pretty much no allergies to synthetic oils or fragrance oils. They happen, but it's very rare. But essential oils is nature. If you're allergic to something, you're allergic. And luckily, it's not usually something extreme, maybe a little red skin for a half hour or something along those lines, which is what I get with cinnamon and clove and some of the other spices.
Yeah, don't use autumn spice. So
okay. All right.
No,
noted.
It's not super heavy in cinnamon, but it does have some of those that you just mentioned. So
okay. All right. And Jim has his own version of it. It's called Midnight Rude. So that's what I call it. No, just kidding. just kidding. Yeah. It sounds like a fabulous endorsement. Yes. Yep. No bed bugs around here. I think we can speak. I would assume everybody in the chat is bed bug free, and a lot of people have wore Artius Man, so that's pretty good numbers, I would say.
I thought a lot about how this conversation would go, but never once did I think bed bugs would be a part of it.
That's the beauty, right? And it took me a while to figure that out. So you just let the wind, like sailing. I don't know where I'm gonna go, but it's gonna be great.
I was telling him, and I think I've mentioned to you before, I've literally never once worried about conversation in a live stream, because it just goes. The chat will take wherever you want to let it go. It will go, and that's why this community and these people in the chat are so amazing, because it just goes. And yeah, usually I do talk about poop, but this is the first time we've mentioned poop tonight, so we're an hour in and we're still poop free. But chalk it up. We talked about poop, so yes. All right. Well, Jeff, we are hitting 10 o'clock. I think that we will probably wrap this up here. Sincerely, thank you for one of the coolest events that I've ever seen or ever had on this channel. I don't even have any other words than that. I just think this is going to be something that's going to be remembered for a while, and I'm especially excited to hear the feedback when these orders start getting out next week. If you guys got this, post about it. Put something out there. Let us know how your experience was, and share your thoughts on the product.
Was it your first time with Artius Man, or is it your first time with this scent?
Yeah.
Anything like that is information for everybody else.
Yeah, if you guys want to hit us up on Instagram, we'd love for you to follow us there, and tag your posts and let people know about it. So
cool.
Great.
Cool. All right. Mayor, anything last words for Jeff, the chat? Anybody?
It's not a midnight ride, but it's about a 10 o'clock ride, and it has been amazing. What a great positive thing to be a part of. I love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this has been fun. So
awesome.
First time with you guys live, and it was great. So very memorable.
Thank you, and we'll have to make sure it's not the last one, and maybe make like a annual tradition out of doing something unique and big, and bring in all Artius team on the streams.
I love it. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, Jeff, thank you again. Mayor, thank you. Everybody in the chat, thank you guys. Reminder, I will be on Brian Barczyk's podcast tomorrow at 5 p.m. And equally as exciting, I'll be filming videos for his channel and my channel there tomorrow. So really big day for me. I get to bring my son Maddox, who wants to be a zookeeper for his job. So it's like a dream place for him, and we get the behind the scenes.
Yeah, I got a feeling he's gonna have a heck of an experience.
Yeah, so I'm excited. And you mentioned soccer. It's Maddox's first soccer game tomorrow morning, indoor soccer. So we'll be nice and dry. It will be good. So, all right, everybody, we are gonna get out of here. Thank you so much. Check out Artius Man. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And above all, go blue and have a great weekend. Thanks a lot, everybody.
OH.